Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, let's talk Diana. So, we've already been over the news that Meghan has been apparently channeling Diana. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, right, Meghan. Um, but we did a whole separate video on that, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. But today, I want to talk about this article I found as to whether or not Diana would have gelled with Meghan. So I want to talk about this. I get a lot of comments on the subject, and I just kind of want to go over my thoughts and get your thoughts and have a meeting of the drunk goose minds. Thank you guys so much for being here. Honk Honk. Can't wait to talk to you about this one. So this is coming out of the New York Post, and it says Diana wouldn't have been good enough to Meghan if late princess were alive today, royal expert. So this is, like I say, New York Post, and it's Angela Levin that's given this information. Royal biographer Angela Levin has revealed what she thinks the relationship between Meghan Markle, 41, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, yeah, right, and Princess Diana might have been like today in a new interview. Last week, the Daily Express reported the couple have reputedly discussed, quote, ditching their Windsor surname and adopting the late princess's last name, Spencer, in a bid for a rebrand, according to royal author Tom Bower. Now, Levin, who authored the book Harry, a biography of a prince, in 2018, is calling the attempt a, quote, load of nonsense. No, Angela, it's a load of pants. It alleged that Princess Diana, quote, wouldn't have been good enough to Markle if she was still alive. When something's on the front pages about them, they come up with something else, Levin claimed during an appearance on GB this week, so that they can, divert the discussion. I think it's nonsense. I think somebody's just spreading something. We are going to get to our thoughts on this, I promise. I just want to get through part of this article first. It says, Levin pointed out that Markle had never met late princess, but revealed that she had visited her grave before, referencing the moment that was described in Prince Harry's tell-all, lest we forget, right? Spare. Prince Harry wrote that the Duchess visited his mother's gravesite on the 20th anniversary of Diana's death. She's never seen Diana. She's never known her, Levin said. She did lie flat and pray to her once when she went to visit her grave, but that's about it. She sure likes to cosplay as Diana, and she sure likes to have her name in the same sentence as Diana, so sure, why not? Okay, so Angela goes on to say that Diana wouldn't have liked Meghan because Diana supported the monarchy. Levin alleged about Princess Diana, she's very much supported the monarchy. She lived very near to in Sandringham, and she used to go have tea with the Queen. The family did. And she went along and she said to both of her sons, this is very important that we keep this going. I want good manners. I want you to like it. I want you to take part in it. So then it says the Post reached out to Meghan's reps for comments. Shocker. They had not much to say. They're too busy putting out her fires. So the article goes on to say in that stupid-ass Netflix show that I wasted my life on, Prince Harry compared Markle's warmth and compassion to that of his late mother's. I'm sorry. No. Has the word warmth ever been associated with Meghan? I'm sorry. She's a cold robot. There's no way that anybody has called her warm or compassionate. Come on. Let's see. So it says, here we go. She has the same compassion. She has the same empathy. I'm sorry. I'm so enraged. I can't even pronounce these words. What is he talking about? This guy is delusional. I don't believe anything he says anyway, so why would this be any difference? She has the same confidence, Prince Harry gushed about his wife. She has this warmth about her. No, she does not. No, she does not. She's ice cold. She's a robot. She has no true depth or feelings. She can only copy other people's everything to pretend to be a human. I say it all the time. It's like an alien came down and was like, how be human? And is trying but failing at it. That's what we have with Markle. No. There's no warmth. There's no anything. Discussion on GB News comes after the announcement that the couple will be splitting from Spotify. Okay, you know all this stuff. So we're going to let's just talk about this. Okay, all I have to say here is let her rest. Give it a rest. Let her rest. We don't need to do this. Diana would have hated Meghan. Anybody with half a brain would know that. Meghan's whole thing is dividing the brothers, and Diana, I know it's a lot of people love her. Some people have their issue. I don't care about any of that. I'm saying no matter what you feel, I do think it's pretty clear that she loved her boys so much. So there's no way she would have been into this chick coming in and turning them against each other and helping Harry become the monster he's become, and the way she's treated the whole family. No, I don't believe it. I don't. There's just no way. Just such bullshit. I just don't think there's any way that Diana would have let... I think Diana would have talked Harold to his senses before he even walked down that aisle. I mean, what would Meghan have held on to? She held on to play this is so like cold, but the dead mommy card, right? Like, your mommy gave us her blessing. She uses this thing, and Dum Dum Beaker just buys it and doesn't question. Oh my God, you guys. I'm like shaking my head. Okay, let me try this again. I feel like I'm just yelling into my mic. I love you all. Honk honk. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. It's bullshit, right? It's complete and utter nonsense. Let this woman rest. The only thing that happens when I read things like this, and I don't mean against Angela 11, I actually really like her. I just mean these two trying to invoke Diana's memory in their favor, and somehow I think, poor William, because I love William. And as I always say, he's been through the exact same things that Harry has been through, and yet he came out well-adjusted and lovely, right? I mean, he's wonderful. And so just, oh God, just proof of Harold's mental illness, I guess. But I feel bad for William because he doesn't need this. He doesn't need his mother's name brought up in this way. They're using Diana, who cannot speak for herself, and trying to get her on their side. And that is the most bizarre sentence I think I've said. And I say a lot of bizarre sentences here, but it's true. It's nuts at this point, right? It's absolutely nuts. And it just shows, again, there's no end to their disgustingness. There's no rock bottom for these two, because sure, why not? They'll just use the dead mom, and again, try to make themselves more popular. I have given it so much thought about this taking on the Spencer's name, and at first I thought it might have been clickbait too, but I'm telling you my honest truth, I actually believe that one. And what makes me actually believe that one is because I don't remember what I would totally credit it. It's something I talked about. It's something that I had read, that by doing that, they could then potentially, I don't know all the logistics, but potentially the idea is somebody had the thought that by doing that, they'd be able to control basically the merchandising of Diana in a sense, and they would, have that income, and they would have that control. And I just think that my gut tells me that is exactly them, or exactly her, exactly them, and exactly right. I feel like that is something that they would do. They would sink that low, and they would do something like that. And again, Meghan's been cosplaying as her this whole time. Any chance she can have her name in the same sentence as Diana, she's going to do it. What's the hardest for me to talk about? And I don't like going there, so I'm going to tread very lightly here, but you know where I'm going with this. Look at the screen. This night right here. If you know, you know. This is the night where, again, I just don't want to go deep into this. I'm just going to talk in general terms. Where Meghan claims that she was very close to ending it, right? I think about that, and again, I don't really want to get into a conversation about that. It's too painful. It's too hard for people who have actually been at that point and have suffered through things. I don't believe it in Meghan. It is hard to talk about because that's just not something that that anybody would ever question. But in her, you have to question everything you do. And so I do question it. I don't believe it, truthfully. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, hello, Diana openly talked about action she took when she was pregnant with William. And so, coincidentally, here's Meghan, whether you believe it or not, wearing her moon bump. I don't know. Whatever's happening under that dress is for you to believe. But here she is. I'm using quotation marks around the word pregnant and saying she had the exact same thing. Obviously, normally, I would say, of course, people in same situations can have same, you know what I mean? Just because, nobody has a monopoly on that kind of feeling. That's not what I mean. But in this case, where you model your everything, your outfits, your poses, your everything back to your mother-in-law, which, by the way, is so bizarre. But she does. She models everything toward Diana to get that comparison. So why not this too, right? Why not this? It was a win-win for her, right? She wanted the public sympathy and she wanted Harry's full attention. And Harry's got about 37 screws loose, so he fell for a hook, line, and sinker just as he's falling for this Meghan's talking to Diana nonsense. So, anyway, I want to get off the dark stuff. I want to get back to the light. Here's where I want to have our conversation. I love you guys in the comments. I really do. That's my favorite part. I say all the time. I mean it. I love reading the comments. So I want to read your comments and tell me what you think. What would Diana say about Meghan? Do you think she would be Team Meghan? I mean, doubt it. But I am. If you genuinely think that, it's okay. Tell me why. Because I can't wrap my head around that idea. Do I think Diana was perfect? No, I do think she's been sainted a little bit, but I still like the lady. I don't have a problem with her, say what you will, it's fine. I do. I like Diana, and there's just no way in this world that she would have been pro Meghan. I don't know. There's just no way. I'm sure at first Meghan would have put on the pretend game and, been like, Harry's the greatest. It's a love story, but whatever. I just think of that sickly sweet engagement interview when she was still trying to pretend that she was a very nice person. She was still tricking a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us. Anyway, she would have laid that on thick, and maybe it would have worked for a little bit. But then I think Diana would have wised up real quick and be like, I don't know about this. And also she'd say, why does this bitch keep dressing like me? Stop it. It's weird. And also, Harry, step away from my face cream. Oh my God. You guys. Oh, I can't with this. I can't. I'm laughing too hard. So this is where I need your help. I need your thoughts on this. What would Diana's reaction to all this, what would it have been? Would Diana and Catherine gotten along really well? I tend to think so, but I know I'm biased. I love Catherine. I think she'd get along with anybody. But I am curious. Would Harry have acted out this way? I think and again, I don't give Harry a pass. He's just as bad and sometimes worse than Meghan because he allowed her to treat his family like this, especially the Queen. You know how I feel about that. But I just wonder, would Harry be, I don't know, as disturbed as he is now? I'm not a therapist. I don't know. Would he be as off as he is now? If Diana was still around, would this whole Meghan debacle been preventable? What are your thoughts on this? I'm very curious to know. How would have the relationship worked with Diana and Meghan? I'm very curious about that. I just had another thought. Diana would have told Meghan, hey, bitch, give me my watch back. And my bracelet. Oh, my goodness. I know. I think the Cartier bracelet isn't from her, but it doesn't matter. Whatever jewels that Meghan got, she'd say, I want those back right now. Stop wearing my stuff. And also stop cosplaying as me. It's really gross and weird. Guys, I appreciate you all so much. I am dying to read your thoughts on this one. I did hear about Fergie. My thoughts and prayers are with her. I hate that news so much. I'm not always the biggest Fergie fan. I was okay with her, but then she's kind of come out toward Harry and Meghan, so I'm like, I don't know about that. But regardless, that has nothing to do with this. It sounds like she got, it sounds like a breast cancer diagnosis. Thoughts and prayers with her. Speedy recovery. I'm hoping that they caught it in time and she's going to be okay. Don't wish that on anybody, obviously. But yeah, I don't want to end on that somber note. I'm trying to think if there's any other news out there. I'm obsessed with that video of Catherine and Roger Federer. I think that's so cool what they did. Training at Wimbledon, celebrating the ball, boys and girls. I went into it in yesterday's video, so check that out. I just think it's a lot of fun, and I love seeing sporty Catherine. And if you're just here for the Harry and Meghan news, I totally get it. We're done talking about that, so thanks for being here. But if you want to stick around and have tea with me, stick around and have tea with me. I just want to talk because you all are my drunk goose club. Honk honk. That will never not be funny to me. Just know that. But, speaking of which, you guys, I got another epic comment I'm so excited about. I'm not even going to spoil it, but I'm telling you, I'm putting together another compilation. I've got so many funny, comments from Sugar, so don't worry. Probably, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days, I'll have something together. So check that out. I'm excited about that. What else? I have this picture of Balmoral up because I'm obsessed with the UK, as you know, and my next project, I really want to go to Scotland. I've been to Scotland. I love Scotland. I spent about, it was like 2 weeks there. Loved it. Dying to go back. I was like, in my early 30s, but I'm dying to go back. Jay's never been, so I really want to take him. I want to go to Balmoral. I've been looking into it. They are, I guess, open to the public only certain months. We'd have to save for it and really plan for it and stuff, so I don't know if we'd be able to go when it's open, but I'm really trying to make it work to get us there. I don't know. I've just been kicking it around. So here's my weird question. Ready? Anybody from Scotland here? Anybody from near Scotland here? Anybody want to do a meetup in Scotland? I know. I'm Captain Privacy, and I don't know how any of that would work. I've had so many requests to do some sort of meetup, and I thought, well, I really want to go to Scotland. I don't know how to make that work. I don't know when I could make that work. I don't know how to do a meetup. I don't know anything. But anybody want to meet in Scotland? Is that weird? That's weird. But anyway, just think about it. Let me know in the comments. Am I off my rocker here? Do you guys want to do a meetup in Scotland? I'll get Jay to practice his Scottish accent. Oh, you guys, really though, I am dying to go to Scotland. I'm trying to find any excuse to go. Again, it would take a lot of saving, a lot of planning, all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe the fall we'll look into it. My favorite time of year is the fall, and I love the UK, and I would love to wear warm, cozy sweaters. So I thought, I want to go to Scotland. I want to show Jay the Highlands. I love it there. So anyway, I'll be thinking, you be thinking. If you want to meet up in Scotland, let me know. Is that nuts? It might be nuts. Oh, you guys, I can't believe how close I am to 100,000. I know I'm obsessed with that number, but I'm obsessed with that number. It's because of you all. And I appreciate you so much. Literally for 2 years, I felt like I was talking to myself here. And that's okay. I do have some of you that stuck with me, but I'm saying I couldn't get off 1,000 subs, and that was huge for me. And every step of the way, I've appreciated and not taken for granted. But I just can't believe I'm about to cross 100,000 subs. That's wild. Again, it takes time. I guess once you cross 100,000, then eventually they send you an email that says, "Hey, you did it. Congratulations. We're sending you a plaque." And then the plaque comes a few weeks after that, and then. But I plan to do an unboxing. God, how can I do an unboxing in Scotland? I'll think about that. But oh my gosh, can you imagine? I just can't believe we are here. And who knows? Maybe you're listening to this video later, and I've already hit it, and I'll be freaking out. But just know that I am freaking out every morning. That's the first thing I check, is just to see if I'm any closer. And every morning I'm surprised because it just seems to be happening faster, and it's because of you all. It's because of each and every one of you here. I appreciate you all so much. Look, I found this picture of the Queen and Prince Philip as well when they're at Balmoral here. Oh, I love it. It pulls at my heartstrings. What else? I do think about, I think we have a lot of content to go still on Harry and Meghan, but I think about how I'm going to pivot when when they stop doing dumb stuff, if they ever stop doing dumb stuff. And I have two thoughts on that. I'm still completely obsessed with the royal family, especially William and Catherine and their family and Princess Anne and stuff. So I thought I could still talk about stuff with them, of course. I'd love to. But my true passion, I love pop culture. I do. I keep up with all that stuff and I love talking about it. And I thought, I covered the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard of it all. And I'm happy to keep going with pop culture stuff as well. So if that's something you want to hear, then please let me know. I'll talk about that as well. I'm not burning out or anything like that, but I do understand that eventually they're going to maybe shut up and stop doing dumb stuff. So just know I am thinking about that. I had started the channel recapping, but I feel happier. I feel like I got burnt out doing that, and I feel much happier when I'm just talking like this, or we're talking about, something in pop culture or something you guys want to talk about. That's my happy place. Just having conversations with you all. So let me know your thoughts on that as well. So this picture was also taken at Balmoral, and can I just say, one of my favorite pictures. Look at the Queen. Look at where the Queen's focus is. Look at little baby Charlotte. Oh my God, I'm dying. Look at the cuteness. Look at George. Oh my gosh, all of them so cute, so happy. But look, I just love that the Queen and Charlotte have this moment, and it's caught on whatever on camera. It's so cute. Anyway, guys, sorry about just going off the rails there, but I just like to have conversations with you. These are actually some of my favorite kind of videos where it starts off informative and then we just kind of sit and have tea and have a conversation. Those are some of my favorites. Let me know your thoughts. I am still dying. My secret dream is to have a travel channel. I do have a second channel set up. It's not really done anything. I haven't posted in there in forever. I'll post the link. It's like RHR second, I think, 2ND. It's like RHR 2ND is the @ symbol. But the intention was I set it up with some videos just as a placeholder in case this one ever went down or something. But also because I do want to my dream is to have travel channel. I think that'd just be so cool. And so eventually I think maybe that could be the plan for that one. The whole thing is YouTube doesn't do well when you try to do too many different things on the same channel. It's like it doesn't know where to stick you, if that makes sense. That's why you'll see a lot of people have second, third, fourth channels. It's not just fear of cancellation, which is always there when you're working on YouTube, but it's because YouTube algorithm freaks out a little bit. Like if I try to do a whole travel series on top of, Harry and Meghan stuff, I don't know, whatever. So it's like it doesn't know where to stick me, so it doesn't really promote those videos. So that's kind of what that's about. But my dream for that second channel is to turn in a travel channel. If that's something you would be interested in watching, let me know that as well. If not, that's okay. I promise. I don't have my feelings hurt. I would really like to know the truth. If that's something you want to watch, let me know. And, maybe I'll give it a shot. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you. I truly do. If you stuck around for this, it means the whole wide world. It's just nice to have conversations with you sometimes. I love doing like the news ones and all that, but there's something about just sitting and having a conversation and having tea with you all. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to bring you more like this. I want to know all your thoughts on this one. From the Diana of it all to what the heck is Meghan up to of it all to what is Harry thinking, and then everything I talked about. Scotland, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on, I don't know, all of it. Life, I guess. Thank you guys for being here and being part of the Drunk Goose Club. It means the whole wide world to me. I can't wait to bring you more videos like this. If there's a video you want to see, please let me know in the comments. I do read them. I actually get comments. I doubt you'll see this. I've probably seen it. Sometimes it's really hard to respond to, all the comments. I do my best, but I do read them. I really do. So thank you guys for taking the time to write me. I really appreciate that. And, You guys are the best. I can't express to you how much I love this group. I mean, I love this group. It's my happy place. You guys are my happy place. Thank you for that. And I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.